A huge shout out to the channel Truth and Transparency for this footage. It shows officers responding to 1122 King Road in connection with a noise complaint reported by the neighbors. At one point during the footage, we see Kaylee coming out of the house with a guy who many claim is Hunter Johnson, a friend of Kaylee's. He walks out of the house, and we notice he has zip ties, which seem very tight on his wrist. He proceeds to sit down on a couch outside for just a few moments before getting up and walking back inside the house. Both Kaylee and this guy came out through the second floor slider. Now, what could these zip ties be used for? Some were suggesting a type of hazing was taking place, but to me it sounds like there was just a big party going on. I found this on Twitter that could possibly serve as an explanation for the zip ties. Some were saying it's a drinking game, also known as cuff and chug. Basically, two people are zip tied together and have to finish a certain amount of liquor before being freed. Another rumor that we should clear up today is I saw many questions about what this is. Some were saying something was hanging out from Kaylee's dress. It seems it's just how the dress is. It's the style of the dress, with some string hanging down on the side. So, Hunter Johnson spoke at a memorial service, and I never heard him mention Kaylee or Madison. He mainly spoke about Xana and Ethan. Take a look.
Hello, my name's Hunter Johnson. Me and Ethan became best friends over the last year and a half we spent at the U of I. And since we became such good friends, I feel honored and privileged to even be able to share who he was to everyone here. I met Ethan during Fall Rush of last year, and if you don't know what Rush looks like for fraternity guys, it's you're coming in as a freshman and you're walking to 10 different fraternity houses and talking to 100 different guys, trying to understand all of them and see if you fit in with them. And I remember he was the first person I talked to during Rush that year, and I knew immediately that he was someone that I wanted to be friends with and someone I wanted to join my house. My first impression of Ethan was some tall, goofy kid that, you know, looked athletic, and he was, because we played a lot of basketball during that time. Unfortunately, the basketball wasn't enough to convince him to join my house, so he ended up going to Sigma Chi, but that didn't mean we weren't going to be friends forever. So one thing he told me, because he told me he was going to join Sigma Chi, he said, "If I do that, you better not block me and ghost me on anything." And I couldn't believe he said that, because I just knew I wanted to be friends with him for a long time. He had such an infectious smile and a charismatic personality. And if you knew anything about Xana as well, they were very similar in how they acted together. Me and Ethan shared a lot of memories together. Usually at a party where me and him would be controlling the aux and be singing at the top of our lungs any country music song with 50 other people in there not saying a word, just us singing as loud as we could. Some of my other favorite memories that I had with Ethan also included Xana, and those were the times we spent on the golf course. Me, Ethan, Xana, and Emily, we went a lot over the summer and before summer. And you knew it was going to be a good time when we went golfing, when we had more drinks in our bag than we did golf balls. And we usually had to send Xana and Emily to go throughout the forest to look for more golf balls for us, because we ended up losing so many. If you knew Ethan, he was never angry about anything. He would never get upset. You couldn't upset him ever. And one time we went to play 18 holes, and he wanted to bet money every hole, $2 every hole. If you won the hole, you got $2. If you tied, you didn't get it, it just turned to $4 the next hole. And I remember he won the first hole. He whooped me, actually, that first hole, and I remember him being so happy, and he was pretty confident going up to the next hole. Unfortunately for Ethan, I ended up winning the next 17 holes. If you also knew Ethan, you knew he wasn't great with money. And so it wasn't a great feeling when I had to come up to him and ask for the $34 he owed me after the round. Because he would ask me to get him drinks every week. He'd say, "Hunter, I need some Bud Light Limes. Can you go to the store and get me some?" And I was like, "Yeah, Ethan, I'd love to. After you pay me back for the last 2 weeks that I got you Bud Light Limes." But so yeah, as you suspect, I never got those $34. Ethan was always someone you could count on to make you smile and cheer up your mood. Everybody loved him and his beautiful mustache he had, and I feel so lucky to have shared so many great memories with him. I'm gonna miss our favorite Moana songs we would sing together. Me visiting you and Xana at your parents' house with Emily, and you guys also coming to my cabin and hanging out with my family, and watching you carry all of your drinks in a garbage bag when you walked into a party. I know we're all gonna miss these. I love you so much, E and Xan. Thank you.